everyone, how excited is this to be back with a video about attractions that were never built. This time I'm going to talk about Disneyland California. My specific videos will be about Paris only because that's where I'm like the expert of, but like all the more general videos will be hopefully about all the parks because I just love Disney in general and I want to have a place for every park on this channel. So today is Disneyland California, so the original one. One of the attractions that was never built was Atlantis Expedition, a retheming of the submarine voyage in Tomorrowland at Disneyland, in which guests would have been able to use a mechanical arm that extended out into the walls from their submarine window to grab at the gold coins and gems lining the seafloor. The box office failure of the 20,000 animated film Atlantis The Lost Empire caused this planned revamp to be scrapped. Candy Mountain. In addition to the Chasey Junior train ride in Fantasyland, it was supposed to be a mountain that looked like it was made out of rock candy. With a glossy translucent appearance, the planned Rainbow Road to Oz attraction was supposed to go underneath the mountain, and the ride would be inside it. It was cancelled due to the Walt Disney's being concerned about how they would be able to maintain and clean the mountain, because of all the smoke that came from Anaheim, California. Geyser Mountain. A Twilight Zone Tower of Terror style ride to be built in Fantasyland. Guests riding in a huge drilling machine would be caught in the massive geyser and thrown into the air. I talked about this one in Disneyland Paris video as well, as it was planned for there as well. I find the description here more clear than the one for Disneyland Paris, but I guess they would have been the same ride. Herbie the Love Bug Ride, an attraction conceived in 1976 to be placed in Fantasyland. It would take guests through the scenes from the first two Herbie and Love Bug movies, the Love Bug and Herbie rides again, such as Herbie driving up the Golden Gate Bridge or the famous scene where Herbie skips across water. At the end of the ride, the largest Herbie ride vehicle would split in half, like the movie. It was cancelled for unknown reasons. What I do know, I know it's Lightning McQueen now, but in Disneyland Paris, like the split Herbie would happen like in a stunt show. Let me know if that was also the case in Disneyland. Fireworks Factory, an interactive shooter ride designed for Discovery Bay, housed inside a fireworks factory where guests would shoot at skyrocks, pinwheels and other fireworks. A such smaller version was placed in Mickey's Toontown. The Enchanted Snow White Palace, a dark ride that was planned for Fantasyland at Disneyland. Mark Davis was instrumental in its design. It was designed as a boat ride on a river of melting ice, past naturalistic scenes of Arctic wildlife beneath a display of the Northern Lights, and into the realm of the Snow Queen. Fantastical land populated by frost fairies and snow giants. Although eventually scrapped, extensive concept art still exists for this attraction. Lightkeepers, a nighttime pageant that was planned for Tomorrowland 2055. The show would have been about an entire race of godlike alien creatures that created light. They were alleged to come from far off, mythical galaxy where light was the source of everything. Created as a possible Main Street electrical parade replacement, the idea eventually inspired the short-lived light magic nighttime parade. Indiana Jones and the Lost Expedition, a huge complex designed to house Indiana Jones adventure as well as a minecart roller coaster and part of the Jungle Cruise, with the Disneyland Railroad traveling through the middle. Duck Bumps. The bumper boat ride planned for Fantasyland to be built against International Street alongside the lagoon. The Museum of the Weird, a planned attraction within an attraction to be included at the beginning of the Haunted Mansion attraction. It was suggested and named by Walt Disney after a sleepless night spent thinking of a way to use all the strange and unusual concepts created for the attraction by Imagineer Rolly Crump. It included a chair that stood up and talked and many other weird things that had been collected from around the world. It was eventually cancelled when the Haunted Mansion attraction was changed from a walk-through attraction to a ride-through attraction. Several of the Museum of the Weird designs were incorporated into Haunted Mansion attraction, including the wallpaper on the walls of the Corridor of Doors scene. Whew. The old Ferris mill. A Ferris wheel right next to duck bumps which would take guests whirling around on a windmill. The concept might have been based on the 1937 Silly Symphonies cartoon The Old Mill. Dumbo's Circus Land, a sub-area of Fantasyland where Dumbo the Flying Elephant and Chasey Jr. circus train would have been relocated. The idea eventually inspired the Storybook Circus sub-area of the Fantasyland expansion at the Magic Kingdom. Circus hot air balloons would have bordered Discovery Bay and Dumbo's Circus Land. Dumbo's Circus, a nutty adventure underneath the big top with Dumbo leading the way. Sorry I have to just say this, but if this had become reality, I would be so for it because I love Dumbo. Mickey's Madhouse, a funhouse adventure featuring clowns and such. The Great Movie Ride, a clown was planned for Hollywood Pictures backlot. Dick Tracy's Crime Stoppers, a dark ride planned for Hollywoodland. Not a lot of information on some of them. Toontown Trolley, a motion simulation that was to be a tour of Toontown with Roger Rabbit. Baby's Herman's Runway Baby Buggy, a dark ride Hollywoodland. Not a lot of information again. Rainbow Road to Oz, a ride based on the classic Oz books for Fantasyland. The last one, Space Voyage, because of the success Matheron, bobsleighs, Walt Disney wanted to make another roller coaster with 4 separate tracks, but due to the space limitations, the area was scrapped. I've not read out the ones of Disney California Adventure. If you want to hear them as well, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and I will make this video for you. Let me know from the ones I read out which one stands out the most to you and which one you would have loved to see in Disneyland. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. I will see you in my next video. Bye!